going on, guys? Welcome back. It's your boy Josh here at Lit Wheels again with another amazing show. And of course, today has been a while since I haven't done a video. I've done a couple of shorts and stuff like that, but we haven't had the time to do a nice video. So you already know when I get one of these mail calls, we got to make sure we open up the boxes so you guys can see what we got, right? So I hope everybody's been doing good. I hope everybody has had an amazing Father's Day weekend over the weekend. Of course, you know, we've been out here, thank God. I mean, everything has been great. You know, things have been moving forward. Let me get that. Lit Wheels still got that same old lighting system, same old camera. Nothing out of this world, but, you know, our videos are still getting done, that's all. So anyways, guys, yes, it's been amazing. What can I say? It's been, the last couple of weeks has been between work and having my mom go through certain situations that she's been going through. Wow, what can I say, man? It's been amazing. God has been good to the family. I can't say nothing else, you know. We declare goodness in every step of the way, man. We are always going to be in victory no matter what. So yeah, man, it's been amazing, guys. I cannot complain. Yesterday we spent it with them, with my father, my mother, my sons came through, the family went through after church. We went and had a beautiful dinner and you know, spent it until like almost 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And you know, everything has been going exactly the way that it should, with goods and the bads. But yeah, man, it's been a while. It's been a while. I know I've been putting a lot of the stuff that I gotten in shorts and stuff like that, but it's time we kind of talk about it a little bit. See, that video back there, if you guys look back on my other videos, that video back there, if I'm not mistaken, was done, I'm gonna tell you when. It's been 2 months ago, that video, since that video, 2 months ago. 2 months ago. And that video was called Leveling Up My Collection. Well, leveling up is, at least in my point of view, trying to get more pieces that are upper end. And I'm sure that that's pretty much the way we're all, when we all start collecting and we start learning, the more we start learning, the more we want to climb up of that ladder, right? How does that get done? Well, some of us spend, some of us will grab from here and sell over there. Some good hunters that are out there that they hunt, well, they have the lucky 7 on their head, and they're always finding super treasure hunts and chase and all that other good stuff that comes with the package. So once they get all of that together, the whole goal is, if you're a collector, to sell it and get bigger end pieces. Of course, you got those that don't really care about a collection. All they're in it is for the sale. All they're in it for the money. So, you know, they grab it. I mean, that's what we would call the malicious scalpers. Because we're all scalpers at the end of the day. But those right there, they're the ones that, you know, they don't care about having this little pretty room. So they're not going to do a video about a little pretty room. All they care about is that this is a business. This is what I got to do to maintain. This is what I got to do to keep hustling and blah, blah, blah. Thank God, financially, I don't need that. You know, I've been very well blessed at my job, like I've always said. As long as God gives me the strength and the wisdom to do what I do, then that's where I earn my bread and butter. But other than that, I'm not, hey, listen, everybody's entitled to do whatever they do, and more powers to you. And if that's the case, you know, I hope God keeps me out of your way and lets you get all the pallets and all that stuff that you really need out there. I got you, man. I'm with you, bro. I'll walk away. I'll be the better man, if you want to call it that, as long as you don't try to impose yourself over me, because don't take a man's respect for weakness. Don't ever do that. That's a problem. Don't take a good man's respect for weakness. Trust me. But anyways, that's not what the video is about. The video is about, you know, how I wanted it to level my collection up. This room, I started, I could say now, pretty much about 2 years ago, pretty much a year, 9, 10, 11 months ago. I know it was somewhere around February of last year. Has grown, has really grown. I mean, it's been fast at certain extents, because you could have a lot of Hot Wheels on your walls, but that doesn't mean that it's grown. What it's grown is when you start to learn the pieces that are out there that are worth the money. I mean, not that you're in it for the sales of it, but I am the type of person that I like to stretch a dollar, if you know what I mean. By liking to stretch that dollar, that doesn't mean if $1 is going to give me $10 or if $300 is going to give me $400. At the end of the day, as long as they both don't go below that amount, then I'm okay with that. Like I said before, some pieces, new pieces, new super treasure hunts and stuff, if you find it on the pegs, which I've been blessed to get a few of them on the pegs or on the boxes. Like I said, we're all scalpers. But I do have the other one right there. I do keep one for the collection, and if I find 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, then they're gone. Like, I got stuck in the middle of both of them, guys. Like I didn't get stuck in just being a collector. I got stuck in, give me this, I could get rid of this for that, but I want to keep it there too. I got stuck in the middle of it. I'm sorry. I've been doing this for 1.5 years, man. Some guys been stuck on that lifestyle for 20 or 30 years. I don't really want to go that far. I hope that within the next year or within the next couple of months, I could just say, you know what? I think I need to go back to my watches and go back to my real cards or something, because this is taking over me. It's tough, man. I see it when I go to the pegs. I see these guys and I'm like, this is not a young guy, you know what I'm saying? This guy's not, I'm 52 years old. This guy don't look like a young guy, you know what I'm saying? But hey, listen, more power to you, bro. I hope you're having fun while you're doing it. But it goes different ways, guys. I try to do it the best way that I can. So what do I mean at the end of the day is that I've been trying to make the collection more stronger and more to where when I come in, I can see the art. I can see that this is not just a little regular Hot Wheel. This has got a story behind it. That little 1/64 scale is imitating a scale of 1, and it's beautiful. It's like I said, I saw this and I had to get it because my mailman comes every day. You know what I'm saying? So when he comes around, this card now means a lot to me. Back in the days when my kids were little, this card brought my income tax check. Y'all already know. Don't be trying to act like you ain't been there, done that. Come on, man. If you're scalping in the Walmart, man, you've been out there. So don't try to tell me you know about welfare cheese and all that good stuff. But I mean, come on now. But I've been trying to do. I've been trying to like I said, I've been trying to pick up. Big ups to my boy JD. He came through for me on these type of cars, and my boy Jason out there. Some of these guys are clutch, man. Some of these guys, and here's where I say, I'm willing to pay you what you want for your stuff, man. If I see that I can't get it nowhere, and you know what you got, and I'm as a collector, that's the part in me that becomes a collector. And I see that the piece is worth a certain amount of money, and you're coming at me and saying, look, I got this piece, if I don't feel like you're getting over me, and that's for you to know, you will feel that in your heart. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, and that's okay. I'm there to buy from you. I'm there to make that decision, because what you got, I can't find, and I need it. So sometimes I might overpay, I might pay, or I might underpay. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that. That's why I said in the beginning, if you're financially stabilized to where you can do those decisions, then hey, like I said, man, I'm 52. I got my 7 kids are all pretty much grown. They're all doing their own things. My daughters are married. They're doing their own things. My sons, they're doing their own things. It's just me and my wife. We live a very peaceful life. We have no pressure, you know what I'm saying? I mean, thank God everything has been good. And if I go out there and I see something that I like, that I want in my collection, then I'm willing to pay for it. Well, guess what? If you have it, I'm not going to sit there and beat you up and say anything. I'm going to say, look, if you're fair and you feel in your heart that's what you want, I'm not going to negotiate you. I mean, I'll try to negotiate certain things. People that I don't know, of course, you got to have a point, you know. It's got to happen, you know what I'm saying? So we'll make decisions, you know. Like I said, you know, I think it's Toronto diecast, the guy from Canada. He says, you know, it's worth what you're willing to pay for it. And some pieces you're gonna have to pay. I'm sure that if anybody wants the 1995 Camaro Super Treasure Hunt, you know, you're not gonna get that car for $1. You're not gonna get it for 10. We all know that that's a car that is seen the $2,000 or $3,000 brackets. And if it's out there for $1,000 or whatnot, then, you know, hey, you want it, hey, you gotta pay. And the real G is the one that says, I got you, I can pay. You know, anybody can go to a Walmart or to a Target and find something on the pegs or on the box. I mean, you're not gonna get it consistently unless, like I said, you got the employees in your back, you got everybody and their mothers in that store in your back, and every other store. Then that's different. You know, you're not really a hunter. You're just, you know, you're like the old days, you know, the boys in New York, you know, when they had the Hudson River locked down and the ships that came in there, I don't want to say the word what I need to say, but y'all already know. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? If you think you're one of those pirates, then hey, well, power to you, Papa. That's the way you live, and I guess you got to pay bills, bro. You heard? But I don't have to do that. You know, I'm blessed not to say that, you know, not to do that. I mean, there's been cars in my collection that I have found on the pegs. There's been cars that I have found on boxes. But there's been also cars that I have paid $300. You know, I gotta cough up. We gotta cough up. That's the big man pants right there. You heard? So, you know, if you're blessed to do that, then it is what it is. My bills are paid. I don't have no car payments. I mean, we're good. We could do things like that. So, if you have a piece that I want, and I know that it's a piece that it's not going to be possible for me to find in the pegs. I know some guys be like, yeah, you can find it on a junkyard. You can find it in the flea market. Down here in South Florida, we don't got too many of those flea markets. It's not too common out here, so I won't be able to find those things. So if you got a piece that I know that is an amazing piece, especially of a car that I love, that I'm crazy for, Porsches I love, BMWs I love, any of those cars, Ferraris, who doesn't, you know, Chevy trucks, who doesn't, Mustangs, who doesn't, any of those cars you got, and I know that I can't get them on the pegs, and I look at whatnot is trying to sell it, or eBay or stuff like that, and we can negotiate a number, I'm willing to give it to you. I'm not going to sit there and try to lowball you like a lot of guys like to do, especially the guys that like to resell or trade, you know, because that's the other thing, you know, you know, if you want to do that, if you want to get in the business of making money, then open up with Mattel and try to get a business account with them, and then do it that way. Don't try to take from the little guy that's trying to sell something and then go bragging like, yeah, I can get him like that. No, you know, I mean, again, if that's the way you want to do it, that's on you, you know, but I'm sure that you wouldn't like nobody taking your stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the word is, don't do unto others what you don't like done to you. So I try to make sure I'm not Mr. Righteous. I'm not Mr. Goody Goody. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to be real. You know, I'm just trying to do what's right. Because in every hobby that we have, we can do what's right. That's all that I'm trying to say. So if you got it and I want it, I'm going to get it. So these pieces came after that video when I said, like I said 2 months ago, I want to level up. And when I said I wanted to level up, then the opportunities started coming. When those opportunities started coming, well, what does that mean? That we're no longer getting them on the pegs. We're no longer getting them from Mattel. But now we're going to have to figure out how, thank God, Optimus Primes, my 3 Optimus Primes, actually out of 3, 2 of them, you know, were a very important clutch. The Ferrari set Prestige that came out, they were clutch. Some RLCs will help you negotiate, some won't. Like, you know, these guys don't, they'll devaluate your stuff for that dollar car that you want, or $7, which we already know where we're coming from, which is either the M2s, I mean, not the M2s, the Hot Wheel chases, or the Super Treasure Hunts, because we already know that M2s are pieces that they hold money. I found one not too long ago. The Sweethearts, that raw Dodge, man, that thing, I got it for $7 at Walmart, the whole pack, and I ran it in whatnot, and I started it low, and it went up to $140. So if it went up that high, then I was blessed enough to get that. I mean, I try. I do get good cars, and I get them at Walmart for $8. They call me crazy sometimes, and I'll start them at $5. I'll start them at $3. It's kind of hard when you're doing that, because, you know, a lot of guys will come into your show and they'll try to be like, creep up on that and be like, okay, I could take it from this guy. And those are the same guys that are going to turn around and try to sell it for like $10 or $12. And sometimes, you know, I wouldn't go to their show and say, yo, you got that for me for $5. Why would you go ahead and try to put it in your show for $10 or $15? Because that's not the kind of player that I am. But like I said, don't do unto others what you don't like done unto you. By the grace of God, my collection is for me. Maybe for you it means nothing, but for me, it's solid. Pieces that I'm getting in, they're solid, and I thank God that I never had to try to take it from somebody to try to do somebody. Yeah, you know, I'll take that back. There's times where we do make more money on it, but what I'm trying to say is, if I buy this from you for $5 in your show, and I $3 started, and somebody gives me $12, is that my fault? No, I started it at $3. I didn't start it at 15. I didn't start it at 20. I started it at $3, and someone else in that show said, you know what? It's worth me going as far as I can to get it. That's fair. You feel me? That's fair, because I didn't start it that high. My intention is to get the most money for it, but I'm being fair enough to start it below what I got it for. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say or whatnot, but if you don't, that's okay. This video is not really about that either. So anyways, just trying to say how a collection has been growing, you know, how a collection makes it to that level. And I might be wrong. You got guys here that got cars that are worth freaking $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Do I want to go that far? Maybe. Let's see how we go, you know. This just keeps going. I started with the dollar cars. I paid $10, $12, $15, $20 for them. Then I got the $20 cars. I paid $30, $40, $50 for them. Then I got the $50 cars. I paid up to $100 for them. Then I get the $100 cars, and I'll pay up to $150 for them. To where, like I said, there's some cars that I have paid in my collection over $400 for. You feel me? So it is what it is. Now, I've been blessed to do that. So I'm going to talk about the latest pieces that I have added to my collection. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see the last few pieces that have come in. But before I turn it around, my wife was able to grab, without me knowing, the Super Treasure Hunt case when they came out on Mattel the second time. Boy, did she surprise me with that one. And she's sitting right over there. Boom. All 15, 20, 24 Super Treasure Hunts are in that box. In perfect condition. The box number is, I think, like 1100 or 1200, something like that. So yes, that's one of the pieces that was added to my collection. So what did I do? I had already picked up like almost like 12 of those Super Treasure Hunts last year. I did a show, I sold them all. You already know which one did the best. Yes, the Silverado, she did the best, but they all creeped up, and the $255 or whatever that she paid for taxes off of that from Mattel, because it was close to like, I think $300 with the shipping and all of that. That right there, my friends, was made up on those other cars quicker than quick. So that was a good thing. So I'm super stoked up because of that. So yes, that's the pieces that have started. Now I didn't take them out. I'm super happy to have like around 39 Super Treasure Hunts. This year's Super Treasure Hunts, I'm already like up to 4 or 5 of them. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get them so that next year I can repeat the same concept. So yeah, we've been moving the chases. I've been trying to pick them up and trying to get all 26 of them or 25, whatever they are, with the Ferrari chase, which we all know that's the monster right now. That thing is really the bad boy right now of the crew. So it's gonna be fun hunting that bad boy down or trying to get it in the pegs or in the box. I ordered 2 boxes, which are gonna come with 2 sets fingers crossed that one comes in there, but we'll talk about this in a few more minutes because I had to make some moves, and some moves that were, you know, comfortable for me to make. Because, you know, at Whatnot, you sell, and that's the part that comes in, and you do this through that, and, you know, you don't feel it financially on your side of the end if I had to. So anyways, first piece we're going to go ahead and show you guys. Let's turn this bad boy around so that we can on here. There it is. Bam. Bam. There you go. From the Red Line collection, the other day we got 4 of these bad boys right here. I opened one up and I sold it on Mattel Creation. I mean on Whatnot, I'm sorry. This thing is beautiful, guys. This truck is, I thought at first I wasn't gonna be too crazy with the color, but man, the color is amazing. I ain't gonna lie. This color is amazing on this truck, guys. It is definitely one to look at, man. Definitely a beautiful one. Tomorrow comes out the Subi. This thing sold out super quick. So yeah, I'm super stoked up that we were able to pick that up and we have it in our collection. Second was this that my wife bought. I wasn't trying to get it, but my wife went on and got it, and boy was I happy that she picked that up. She actually picked up 2 of them, and man, I didn't think I was gonna like this thing so much. That's the Kenny Shorf. I think he's the artist. Beautiful piece, man. Beautiful piece. The artwork on this is amazing, guys. Beautiful artwork. I'm extremely happy that she picked this up for the collection. Of course, I got 2 of them, and I am super, like, very impressed with this car being a custom T-Bird, you know, with a famous artist. I know that they had the one that he signed, and I think it was going for like $400 or $500. It'll be amazing for me if I could be able to get this one signed by him someday or something like that. But yes, another amazing piece that, you know, we were able to pick up for the collection that I am. So yeah, I'm very, like, super happy that I was able to pick up that piece for the collection. Now we just gotta wait and see what else will be in the works out there. Now, just did a beautiful trade here with my boy, and wow, this was awesome. He said, look, I found a couple of them. I know you got the Ferrari Testarossa, and you got not the Ferrari Testarossa, the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, and you also got the Ferrari F40, because I did found a couple of boxes the other day and I was able to pull a couple of them out. So as soon as I did that, he said, Josh, I'm willing to trade you one of these for that. And boy, was I stoked up. And we were supposed to do it on Friday, but we got caught up doing something more important to me, of course. And I got caught up and we forgot to do the trade over the weekend. You know, I had to deal with my Father's Day stuff and things like that. But today we picked up this beautiful Porsche 911R, the chase version of this. And guys, this car is fire. When I tell you this car is amazing, the weight, the metal bottom and all of that, the weight of this car, that spectral flame red, wow, in person this car is a piece. It's a stunner, guys, a true stunner. So super happy that we were able to pick that up from my boy Jay. I appreciate you, brother. You definitely did that. So, man, I gotta tell you, sheesh. Well, Mustang Hunter and I, we've been talking. He's become a mentor to me, like a serious cool mentor, a guy that I really respect and look up to. Same way as Nostalgic, even though we haven't kept up. I know that he's been downsizing his collection, but these were guys that I know this channel is nothing. Maybe I probably reach out 2 or 3 of you, and I'm okay with that, guys, because this is more therapeutical for me. Not that I need it, but than anyone else. Because believe me, if there's anybody that's my #1 fan besides my grandkids, to me, is me, myself, and I. Not trying to be selfish or nothing like that, but I love to see me smile. It really means a lot to me. It means a lot to me, to my wife, to my children, and I guess that's why I'm always happy. But yes, Mustang Hunter. you did that. And I'm glad that there's still people that, it's crazy taking a chance like that, right? But without really knowing each other face to face, that they carry they're a man of their word. I'm an old school, so I'm 73, you know. But I like seeing guys that their word is their bond. You know what I'm saying? Not like these new collectors around nowadays. Even though I met some good ones, man. I got some JB. There's a couple around. My boy Ralph. You know, these are guys that I truly respect, man, because, you know, and it's kind of hard in this hustle, bro, in this hobby. It's kind of hard to keep up with a lot of the things that you agree on with certain people, because there's a lot going on. I get it. There's a lot going on. Some of us work, some of us are busy, some of us are, you know, but Mustang Hunter, you know, since day one, this guy has been helping me, you know, giving me ideas for pictures for the channel. I did see them. I hope you like the sticker. I think I sent you some stickers. But yeah, you know, the dude, and then when I found out that he serves in the military like my son, man, it's like that took it to a whole different level, man. That's like, you know, it's kind of nice, you know, for these guys to be dealing with so much going on, all this stuff that we got going on around the world, and we're not going to get into all of that, but you know, that he takes the time to go out and gets these Hot Wheels and comes home and tries to do all these videos and edit them. I mean, I don't edit videos, guys, and I think this is like a hard thing, man. This is like, whoa, so much time and consuming this into this. But how he does it, you know, and he brings this out to us so that we can get information and we can learn from this stuff, man. Yo, my dude, again, man, you're not only serving my country, but you're serving my brain, brother. You're serving my likes, man, and that to me means a lot, bro. And I just want you to know that, man, I pray that God gives you all the wisdom, that he blesses you beyond your imagination, brother, that there's no goal in any of the skies or galaxies above that you won't be able to reach and surpass, brother. So I mean that from the bottom of the heart, man, for real. This is not because I'm on public. Just remember, only 2 or 3 guys will look at this, so it's not that many. But from me to you, bro, God bless you, bro. Real talk. God bless you, bro. That's all I can say about that. And a guy that doesn't be like, you know, it's the worst thing when people throw things in your face. Remember what I did, you know, like the only person in this world that should be reminding me what they did for me is just my mom, and that's it, because she was the only one that carried me inside her body. So that's the ultimate sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, you know, Mustang Hunter, I got the pieces and I got the box. I appreciate you, brother. Definitely, man. Not the first and not the last, but one of many, as long as we play with Hot Wheels, right? But yeah, we got the Super Treasure Hunt R32 in immaculate condition, beautiful card. It's got nothing to do with the value. You're right, my brother. A real trade is genuine, brother, and I feel that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. You know, I understand that. And yes, I got another Super Treasure Hunt to my collection, the R32 Skyline, which I knew I wasn't gonna find it in the pegs, because this car is what? This piece is back from 2017, so it's a 2017 piece, but it's definitely going to my Skyline collection. And super happy that I got another Super Treasure Hunt in my collection. So Mustang Hunter, I appreciate you kindly. Thank you very much for that, brother. And guys, check him out, man. His channels are 2 thumbs up, man. From the editing to the information that you're getting, and from the genuine person that you're getting it from, you cannot go wrong. He also gave me a couple other Skylines, the Godzillas and all of that. Brother, I appreciate you, man. Love you, and let's keep on moving forward, man. That's all we got to do, man. Keep on moving forward. So, moving on. We continued, and yes, we picked up another piece. Cost me $305, but I've been after this piece, man. And what better to get it from a collector that really knew how to take care of it? You know what I'm saying? From somebody that kept it and kept it immaculate. And when I'm trying to get these pieces that are more than 4 or 5 or 6, in this case 10 years old, you want to, when you see that in the card and the protector as best kept as possible, that's a stunner, man. That's amazing. So yes, I was able to get this from somebody, and a friend of mine took me to them, and we were able to clutch the deal out. And that's the Oldie. Look at that beauty right there, man. She is a beauty. She is not the queen of the Silverados, but she's almost like I don't even know, man. She's a strong patriarch, something huge in the Silverado world of Hot Wheels, right? Being a super treasure hunt, prices on this thing, they're rocketing. Last night, we saw an auction on eBay and it sold for $320, I think $317 plus the shipping and all of that. It was like a $330 truck, holding its value so solid. Now, this one I got it, and what makes this one even more like super is that this thing came with a factory error. And let me show you the factory error, guys. If you look at the hood, you see the word S on it? That is crazy. That is, I checked around. I tried to do some research on it. There's none of them that have it. Anybody that sees it and knows more about them, please reach out to me and tell me if you can. But the card is in immaculate condition. I'm talking about immaculate condition. So I am super happy that I was able to get it. And what can I say, guys? The truth of the matter is that, again, it's another piece that it's in my collection now. And I actually love to do this. I actually love to do this because there's another famous super treasure hunt that is in the gold version, and it's called, of course, the Nugget. And when you put the Nugget and the Goldie together, I mean, that's a special piece right there. What do you say, guys? Those two pieces right there, that's a strong piece right there, man. That is two beautiful historic cars that, you know, Hot Wheels did a hell of a job in making them look this nice. And of course, super treasure hunts. So super stoked up to have those two in the collection. And, you know, very stoked up. So the last piece that I got this. We paid money. This piece is an amazing piece. It's a hard piece to get out there right now. I did not get it on the pegs because it's not even out. I did not get it anywhere around or anything like that. You know, eBay is one of the places that was carrying it, whatnot. Has thrown them out there for some prices too. Seen them go for over the 400s. Not too many, probably like maybe one or two, if that. But we were able to pick this piece up, and yeah, we paid some money. But like I said, I'm blessed to do that. So if I'm blessed to do that, then that is just as good as a good hunt. So without no further ado, this is the piece that we're talking about. There it is, my friends. The beautiful Chase Ferrari 499P from Circuit Legends. I actually got two of the regular 499P. I kept one closed up like I showed you guys. I opened up the other one to display it right there with my case. And of course, that piece right there, if the price is right, I'll let it go. I mean, as long as I get back my money. But I knew that was going to be a challenging piece. I mean, a real challenging piece, guys. A real challenging piece to get out there in the pegs or in the boxes, especially with the way that people are functioning. You know, the way these scalpers are really going about it, the way that every is trying to hunt out there, we know that that's going to be a tough one, man. That's going to be a tough one. If these guys for $1 car that they're selling for 40 or 50, they're going crazy. This car is an $8 car that you could potentially get anywhere from $300 to $400 or $500. We just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and expertise it. Maybe it could be a flock. Maybe it could be a flock. I don't know. And if it is, then I lost, but I enjoyed it while I lost. So see, that's the thing. I don't break like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to use that psychological, you got caught. Nah, Papa, I never get caught, bro. I got it, bro. The money that you spend buying the other Hot Wheels from me is what I used to get that. So I didn't lose. Trust me when I say that. I didn't lose. Whatnot has been going good. 1,300 cars, over 1,300 cars already sold. We're hitting that 1,500. We got our pedal to the metal. So yeah, we can't complain, man. We can't complain. It's been good. I know I'm not a big guy selling 20, 30,000, but we'll get there. So yeah, we got that beautiful Ferrari. I did order, like I said earlier, a few cases. I will be on the stores trying to hunt it down. You that are a scalper, that are out there, yes, I'm gonna go and try to get it too. So, you know, accept it. We're still dogs. That doesn't, an $8 car doesn't have to break us. But if you need to pay a bill or something and it's really that serious, just let me know so I can at least say, okay, let him take it. You understand? Let him take it. I'm okay with that. Let him take it. But yes, we have it, guys. And like I said, man, the collection has been growing. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like around 18 pieces that are solidly comfortable. I mean, that I'm very happy to own. Beautifully, we have like 42 super treasure hunts, very nice ones. I've been collecting some of the chases. I'm already up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We already got 9 out of the 25 chases that are out there, so I'm stoked up about that. And of course, in Whatnot, we're still going to be pushing some more of these cars in the collection, plus things that I find out there. So without anything else said, guys, that's what my show is, man. It's very simple. You know, if you guys know anything about that dot on the S on the Goldie, let me know. It wasn't planted there, it came there. It's a nice little factory error. I want to call it a factory error. Like I said, anybody that knows, please. It's not a paint chip, it's an S that they drew there. So it's super. And the card is in perfect condition. So, and remember, the right offer can take it. So I'm not a reseller, but listen, like I said, if I could stretch $1, I'll stretch that dollar. So anyways, guys, without no further ado, man, that's what I have for you guys today. God bless. To my subscribers that are there, thank you so much. I know the 500, it looks like it's gonna be tough, but I'm not gonna give up. We'll get there. We got nothing but time. To those of you that hit like, thank you. Appreciate you. For those of you that comment, man, your comments mean a lot. They help me out. They help me find out what I got to do, how I got to do it. Not only that, they're just also informational to me. For those of you that just looked at it and said, this is a 45-minute video, I don't need to hear this guy. Thank you for taking that 1 second and just seeing me. If this is the part you see me, I love you. God bless you. And may you and your family prosper to the fullest. But that's it, guys. That's pretty much it, man. Be safe out there. Things are going a little bit out of hand. So, you know, just stay focused, guys. There's too much going on for us to, like, really get tampered over anything. So, see you guys on the next one. God bless. And peace, man. See you guys.